Here's a wiki that I use for my medical ethics class. You see there's a little introduction to the class up here, syllabus, and a whole bunch of other things. The student teaching modules is in this topic section. I'm going to go through a few examples, just to give you an idea of how students are doing their teaching modules, as well as how they're doing their assessment modules. Let's start with the History of Medical Ethics group. This group used VoiceThread for its module. Here you can see it playing. I'll just jump forward a little bit. They first created a PowerPoint presentation, uploaded it, and had one of the group members add voice to it. This is fairly easy to do, requires no technical sophistication, and 3 voice threads are free with a basic account. Now let's take a look at how they did assessment. They used a PowerPoint presentation from the Parade of Games and PowerPoint site. Here you can see they used a Jeopardy game. The Parade of Games in PowerPoint has a variety of templates set up, so all you have to do is put the content in. You don't have to do any of the programming required to move from slide to slide. We have 5 different categories: paternalism, Hippocrates, notable cases, principles, and miscellaneous. Let's hit notable cases for 100. Conditions studied by the Nazis regarding body temperature. And I'm sure that's hypothermia. What is hypothermia? Then you can keep going. Condition that Nancy Cruzan was in for several years. The answer, what is persistent vegetative state? All of these questions are related to content that the students presented in their teaching module. Third, I have them do recommended sources. Now, this group had a variety of sources. You notice that they're in pretty much APA format, formal bibliographical format. This is not quite what I wanted them to do. The point of the exercise is to curate good content in the web, to find good content among the thousands of articles out there and provide a list of it so that students in the future can go to that. One thing you really need to do when you curate is to give some sense of what is in the content. A bibliography doesn't do that. So I wanted them to give a little description of what makes each piece of content good so someone could scan through it and decide what they want to pick. Let's go to another presentation. We'll go to the privacy presentation. This group used Voki. Voki uses little animated characters. They have about 15-20 of them preset. All you do is you type in the text and the characters will actually speak the text. Now I have the sound off so you can't hear it, but this character is talking about medical ethics privacy. This is kind of clever, and I actually do provide a little bit of grading for cleverness or creativity because I want them to be creative. Obviously, the content is a major grade, but to a great extent, I also want to teach them how to present content in a creative way that makes it more visually enticing to the viewer. Here's an interesting example where they talk about the Chinese philosophy of medical privacy, and notice they use a Chinese dragon-like character. I thought that was kind of cool. For their quiz, they used ProProfs. ProProfs is a site that allows you to make online quizzes for free and provides maybe about 10 or 11 different types of quizzes. Here they used simple multiple choice. What is privacy? And they give 4 different answers. Now let's go to another example. I want to show you here how this group presented their resources. We're going to go to the withholding treatment group. Notice now they do provide the information in a bibliographical format, but look what they say. This is an excellent source which simplifies the topic of withholding or withdrawing life-sustaining measures. Later on, this article would be very beneficial to families who are currently dealing with or may have to deal with the decision of treatment withdrawal for family members. So they give an idea of what makes each article good. So by scanning through it, you can pick out the one that fits your interest best. This is really what I wanted the students to do. As with any assignment, you get some groups doing better than others. But overall, I was impressed with how the students did. So give this a try in your class.